5-9. And there is the winner, and she can't believe it. She is the Tara Lipinski. It's well taken by Irina Slutskaya. Look at the variations of the judges. The Italian judge has her fourth. Both the favourites have been beaten by the 16-year-old. It's happened again. And on the night, her free program was the best, and the balance of the judges' marks between the three skaters has propelled Sarah Hughes from fourth to first. A consoling arm around the shoulder of Irina Slutskaya. Everybody rushing to congratulate the winner, Sarah Hughes. And at the moment, there is no sight of Michelle Kwon, who instead of going from silver to gold, has gone from silver to bronze.
Well, it was the best performance on the night. Unbelievable.
I don't think anybody was going to forecast that. No, it's a fair comment from the public address announcer. It is a wonderful competition. It's a quite complicated competition. Hughes has the first votes of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the judges. Slutskaya has the first votes of 4 of the judges. It's another 5-4 split. Kwon's highest position is second from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the judges. Sasha Cohen out of the medals. Suguri of Japan, where might she have been if she'd have had the opportunity to skate later in the short program? That's the luck of the draw. She drew the number out of the hat. Tough, but a wonderful winner, Robin.
Well, it's a surprise, but I mean, it's great because the audience saw the marking was correct tonight. I have to say I have a bit of a problem with the fourth place for Slutskaya in the long program. I can understand, and I'm sure the judges have valid reasons for seconds or thirds in comparison, but I think a fourth place against Cohen's marks is a bit of a problem here. I think there was certainly technical quality that was better, and artistically, again, we were having a discussion. It's not necessarily about being pretty or being beautiful, but there was such passion and drama for her there. But I think she probably hadn't even taken Hughes into consideration as she was sitting in the kiss and cry, and I think that's what's just thrown her, is that she, again, was thinking, is it me or is it Michelle, and had taken Hughes completely out of the picture.
The Russian judge had her in first place, so did the Slovakian, and so did the judge from Denmark, and the judge from Belarus. Those who went for Hughes are the judge from Germany, Italy, Finland, Canada, and the United States.
It's also interesting if you look at judge number 2 as to who she had second. You go to Cohen, which I have to say I'm rather surprised about. I can understand why she would have her own skater first. I can possibly see where she might have had Hughes or Kwon in second, but she's actually gone for Cohen to second and Hughes into fourth.
Kwon third.
With Kwon third in the middle.
Might be a slight suspicion of tactics going on.
Well, again, you could. I think people will pick these placements apart, and you will find that there might, there's question for tactics, but at the same time,
one of the silver medalists of the ice dancing competition clearly is not very happy about that result, and I'm sure that they will point out from that neck of the woods that the United States and Canada were together in giving first place to Hughes.
I think there are enough people who can justify the results tonight. There's Mr. Ilya Ababuk, who is down doing some Russian commentary, so maybe he's a figure skater as well as an ice dancer. I know he did an excellent in his long program in the free dance.
We're looking again at
so this is
some of the performances, and that's where
this is what
wrong.
they say will have cost her the gold medal. I think maybe a little bit more than that, but and this is the moment when Sarah Hughes found out that she'd won it.
Where's the rest of the family? Well, there are tears of joy from the winner and tears of disappointment from two losers. But it is quite extraordinary, and one has to sympathise with Michelle Kwan. I think if she's honest with herself, she would know that she didn't give the performance to win, but to lose twice to a teenager, and Michelle is only 21, it must be very, very difficult to take.
It's a question of whether she has the power in the bottle now and the want to wait another 4 years and know what is coming up the ranks from the juniors and the novices, certainly in America, and as we've seen, some of the younger skaters here. I think 4 years' time could be very interesting.
The coach that was fired, Frank Carroll, would have been watching on television in Los Angeles.
I can guarantee you he is probably as heartbroken as Michelle is. He's been through her entire skating career. He was teaching when I was running the training center in Lake Arrowhead when Karen and Michelle, Karen then a junior, Michelle a novice, came to train with Frank and spent his entire life revolving around the then incredibly talented and rather precocious Michelle Kwan, and that relationship really created what Michelle is today as a performer on the international stage. And I'm sure Frank is incredibly disappointed, proud I'm sure as well, for her to be able to get out there and do that. And a first for Robin Wagner, who is the coach of Sarah Hughes. Again, Robin not a international but a national competitor. In fact, Robin trained in Colorado alongside Diane Goldstein and Carlo Fassi when I was there prior to Olympics, and has been teaching in the Boston area since 1980 when she finished her competitive career. And this is really a dream come true for any coach, that you have a student from scratch, and Sarah has been with her from learn to skate classes, and it's just thrilling.
That's wonderful.
Something like this will happen.
And she actually seemed even more surprised than a skater, and certainly every bit as ecstatic. Well, the carpet is in place, the podium is in place, but I would think that two of the medalists might well need a bit of time, maybe all three for different reasons, to compose themselves.
It's been an unbelievable night for many reasons. A little disappointing in the beginning, some of the skaters not living up to expectations, and I don't think anybody could have predicted the outcome. Everyone had their own opinions as who they liked best, who they thought might do it. We all hoped that everyone would skate well, as was the case, but it just turned out that some tried harder and some were able to contain it and some weren't. And drama for television, unbelievable drama for television. And I'm not sure I really want to read the headlines of tomorrow's newspapers.
And I can't help wondering too what the Russian view will be. The event taking place in North America, but on the evidence of what the judges saw, that's what they came up with. This wasn't about past performances, it was about tonight. The Olympic anthem.
Et maintenant, la cérémonie de remise des médailles pour la compétition de dames.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony for the ladies figure skating competition will now take place.
And the crowd has stayed en masse. This is very much an I was there occasion for American citizens. Third, of course, to be announced first. Presentation party ready, but haven't yet seen the skaters. Here comes the bronze medalist.
The bronze medal, representing the United States, Michelle Kwan.
Huge reception. She is a lovely skater. The most artistic among them, of that there is little doubt, but you have to have the technical side, and it would seem that she struggles these days against her opponents in that facet of skating.
Winner of the silver medal, representing the Russian Federation, Irina Slutskaya.
23-year-old Irina Slutskaya from Moscow. She thought she'd done it, but the variation in views of the judges resulted in an American and not a Russian victory, but by the 5-4 split. And we await the teenager. The day of her young life. Very generous smile from Slutskaya.
Le président honoraire pour la vie du Comité international olympique, accompagné de M. Ottavio Cinquanta, le président de l'Union internationale de patinage.
The medals will now be presented by Mr. Juan Antonio Marquis de Samaranch, International Olympic Committee Honorary Lifetime President, accompanied by Mr. Ottavio Cinquanta, the International Skating Union President.
And accompanied by two members of the Child of Light group. Rarely has it been more appropriate. Juan Antonio Samaranch, now officially International Olympic Committee President for life, but Honorary President seems a more simple title. applause for the losers from America and from Russia. And the gold of glee for the young schoolgirl. Ottavio Cinquanta, the president of the International Skating Union, presenting the flowers. So the anthem, not for the skater expected, will still be the Star-Spangled Banner.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the United States of America.
The judges will be examined closely, as they have been in 3 of the 4 competitions in the figure skating of this Olympic Winter Games, the exception being Alexei Yagudin in the men's competition. But it's an American victory, and it's to the baby of the party, Sarah Hughes, in the ladies' competition.